thank everybody for coming. Anyway, we're here for a really, really special occasion. And it's great to see so many friends from the past here. I'm not going to say much because we have a couple speeches and we're going to be introducing everybody. Sensei is going to be introducing a few of the special guests that we have. But, you know, this is really an incredible occasion. And that Yamada Sensei has kept this place going for 50 years. And that we are more vibrant and growing is really incredible. I don't really have the words, so I'm not going to pretend to say them, but you know, there's a lot of people here whose lives he's changed, and mine is one of them. So I am not going to speak much longer. I'm going to hand this over to Mike Abrams, who is one of the original members who was here when Sensei came in 1964.
I'm going to read this because my memory is not so good, so I want to make sure that I don't miss anything. No, I don't need the glasses. I can see you from here. This is really, wow, what a turnout. I want to thank you all, as Steve just did, for coming. And my remarks will be brief. From my point of view, the New York Aikikai was an acorn in 1964. And now with Yamada Sensei's leadership and teaching and drive, it has become an oak tree. A grand oak tree with deep roots, and they're represented here. In 1965, this room was the entire dojo. We moved from 19th Street, we came here. Lyle Stewart loaned the dojo $3,000. That's big money. We put down mats, we put a couple of showers over there, we had a hot water heater, dressing rooms, bathroom was there, and an office. This was it, 1965. And the rent was about $200 a month.
Now we're going to pay.
I think Yamada Sensei was being paid less than the rent, though. We're here today to honor Yamada Sensei's 50th year in New York City and to thank him for what he has done for our Aikido and for our lives. I would personally like to thank some of the first people to throw me who were seated right over here. Luckily, they kept me in one piece, so I made it through 50 years. We should also thank Yamada Sensei's family for sharing him with us. Mrs. Yamada, Mika, Risa, and Tots sacrificed a lot in terms of having their husband and father with them so that he could help us learn Aikido and be better people. Finally, I'd like to thank the current leadership of the New York Aikikai, Steve Pimsler, and all of the members of the board for ensuring the dojo will be here for future generations and for us in the near term. After the smoke clears, I'm sure that they'll get a little bit of rest, and on Sunday they'll start planning for Yamada Sensei's 60th anniversary. I'm personally proud and thankful to have been a part of all of this. Thank you very much.
Good evening. Thank you, Steve and Mike, for your speech, and thank you everybody for coming. We have a lot of drink and food, so please enjoy yourself. I will see you again 10 years from now. this year so far, anywhere I visited for seminar, people celebrate me for this occasion, and maybe have a little confused. Is there New York Aikikai 50 years anniversary or 50 years for your coming? And, the most I like one was people told me to say, "Oh, happy birthday, 50 years birthday." So anyway, I am very proud and no hesitation to say that I did a good job. Yeah. I cannot do all by myself. I was just very lucky guy, and without support of these three great teachers on the wall, fortunately three my fellow instructor, without their help, there are no, place where I am now. Okay? Yeah. And needless to say, all of you people's support and help, that was most important for me. Okay? Very fortunately today, we have, by the way, as Mike explained, when we talk about the dojo, we started on 19th Street. We stayed there about 1 year, something like that. Okay? And we moved here. So when I say dojo, it's kind of mixed up. Anyway, we are very happy to have original student when I first came here. So I'd like to introduce each one of them. This is Mr. Eddie Hayara. He's currently teaching in Long Island. To me, a very, very important person. Without him, I won't be here. I met him in Japan 2 years before I came here. Actually, at that time, I wasn't sure whether I'm going. My choice was between New York and Paris. Believe it or not. Actually, I have a better connection in France. However, I understand my senpai Yamada Sensei was going, and I couldn't really speak French at all. I spoke a little bit English. So that's how I ended up in New York. But without his influence, I wouldn't be here. He encouraged me. And I understand he never told me he gave up. Actually, he gave up his position. He was supposed to be the leader of the York Aikikai. He was so kind. Gave me his place. Secondly, I like to introduce Mr. Mike Abram. He never changed. He still do very unique warm-up before the class. He's been doing ever since I know him. However, I have given him a lot of credit. As you notice, he comes almost every day. He never missed a class. He practiced just like everybody else. I'm very proud of him. And plus, he also supported this dojo with his brain. He's a very genius guy. Thank you. Very special lady. I was actually very surprised to meet her. Maggie Newman, also original student when I first came. Actually, she was, if I'm wrong, she was a ballet instructor. And Japanese. The reason I remember her so well. I don't know if you remember me. When I was living dojo on 19th Street. At that time, 19th Street is nothing available, not even a coffee shop. Okay, I was starving. I was missing a Japanese rice, Japanese food, and one late evening, somebody knocked the door, and that was her. I think she was on the way back from Japan club, Nippon club. She carried a pack of sushi, which I couldn't believe at that time. Now, sushi is all over in the supermarket. Believe me, at that time, I would never have a chance to have sushi again. And that was the first time I had a tear in my eyes. That's why I never forget that moment. Thank you. Okay. Just don't buy at the supermarket, okay? Well, next, Mr. Tigeri. I have so many things. Well, anyway, back 1961, I arrived in New York City one rainy day in April, in the morning, from Chicago. He was kind enough waiting for me at the Port Authority. It was raining, I was very luggage, and we got on the subway. Believe it or not, we got lost. We got lost. Well, anyway, I wasn't expected to be greeted by red carpet or limousine, but at least he could put me in a taxi. Instead of subway and got lost. Anyway, we are all poor. Very poor. Okay? We started from nothing, from zero. And now we have one of the best, as I always say, best dojo in the world. And I did my way. Anyway, the reason I say this dojo, the best dojo, is, first of all, the attitude York I practice on the mat. This is full of energy, entire 1 hour. And also, thanks to all members, my hobby, they showed a good example. And you notice, whoever teaching on the class, they are on the mat. They practice just like regular members. You don't know, but it's a very unique scene. You don't, some place you go, you don't see that. But I don't have to remind the student because they are showing a good example, and that's the way I like it. Okay? Not only up on this dojo, wherever I go all over the world, it's the same attitude on the mat. Everybody practice. There you go. Okay? And another reason I'm very proud of this dojo is ladies. I can't stand them. They are one of the best female Aikido practitioners in the world. Well, because, we had, hardship, of course, but we should have a hardship. That's why, that's the only way we appreciate the glorious we have now. Okay? I personally, well, anyway, I don't know whether I should tell this story, but the history, I think, like you should know your family history, some history you should know, good or bad. Not only myself, okay, that means entire dojo we had a very hard time at the beginning, as Mike stated. Okay. Personally, I was such a big under the pressure. My enemy was immigration. The reason was I came to this country, very special visa, only allow me to stay here 2 years. It's a very, very special, what they call culture exchange visa. So after 2 years, no way to renew. I have to leave this country. So I can't leave it, I just started my career. So I just smiled. Okay. And that's why I have to separate from my family, everything. But then it took me 8 years, and the President Nixon elected. The only one good job he did it, he dropped the policy of that program. I'm clear. The reason I survived 8 years smuggling, because we have one student work for immigration office. What he did was, every time morning he go to office, the whole file up. He see my turn, he pick it up, put it back. You don't believe it. This guy is so nice to me, but he's a very should I tell the story? He's the immigration officer at that time. He changed his job to narcotic agency. So he come every day class. He had a best friend, always working together, practicing together. So when he got a new job in office, his first assignment shown all the picture. The one with the picture, he said, "Hey, I know this guy." Oh, his best friend on that time. So one night they come to practice. Right after that, they step for the building. Immediately after, he arrested me. Then after a few months later, this guy was released. And then this guy, narcotic agency, come to the sensei. That guy terrible. He never say hello to me anymore. You see, I don't know why. Anyway, so I was, immigration, and because I was under the immigration, this I think we have two very serious incidents which they almost might, kick me out of the country. One day, still in the 93, I saw the newspaper, Daily News. I saw the big picture of the lady we all know, Nanibo.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, very sick. What happened was, her husband and group were the terrorists. Okay, and the group was taking my private lesson. But at that time, Aikido was not popular, name of Aikido. So all the interview, all the articles in the newspaper, no one Aikido. They say they are judo students. Judo. Did you tell you? Yeah.
It conspired.
Yeah.
It conspired, but it did happen.
It happened. They caused it. Okay, so after that, I said, oh my God, they said, one more stupid incident. One more. This guy arrested by raping the lady, girls. You know what he said in the police department? He said, proudly, I use Aikido to rape her. He said, son of a gun. Jolly. Well, anyway, that was the two, incidents I had. I was so scared I had to leave the country. Also, if you find out what Aikido is, involved in, maybe I went, I think too much. But not only among, past story, memory, among others, but forget about it. But we have a good story, We have a very wonderful, very at that time, very unique people. Now, compared to them, boring. Everybody's so nice. There was one guy, after he practiced for a while, he's so confident in his technique. So, he wants to demonstrate his skill in the public. So he put a Yankee Stadium to show his skill, to attack me from behind.
Robert?
Oh, he's not here. Anyway. He sure showed his skill of the ukemi from the public. One funny incident, we have a wonderful motivation. And at that time, dojo on his way to Brazil. And he was supposed to go over New York, but something happened to his flight. So he got stuck in the JFK. That was almost midnight, whatever. So he called dojo. I pick up. I don't mention the name. Somebody. And said, this is dojo speaking. The person picked up the phone, you gotta be kidding. Lovely people ahead. Early 60s. It's a hippie time. Somehow Aikido very attracted them. This key business. They think Aikido is easy. You can throw them without any effort. There are many. So one afternoon, one class, end of the class we do so I approach him. He just watching him. He just sing. Okay. So I finally approach him. Hey, what are you doing? And he turned up to me. Sensei, don't bother me. I am extending my ki. What's doing? Sensei, I got a problem. Help me. I went there. He was holding his own hand. Sensei, I cannot move him. Anyway, I would say we had a good time. Very good. Well, I don't know how to show my appreciation for your support or help. For this party, I was going to treat your guy steak and lobster dinner, but when I approached Steve, he said, no way.
So you're from...
So I was thinking, what's the best thing I can do to show my appreciation? So I think I can give my health for future. Okay, and in order for me to stay healthy, I do my best to stay away from boots and beautiful ladies. Okay, excuse me, but I don't want to see a guy from the wall. I want to see a guy from my eye level, on the mat. Okay? And I hope many more to come. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody.
So the first thing that we have here, Sensei, is from the City of New York, Office of the Mayor, June 7th, 2014. Dear friends, It is with great pleasure that I join everyone in celebrating the 50th anniversary of New York Aikikai. For half a century, New York Aikikai has shared the beauty and discipline of this Japanese martial art with New Yorkers. Thanks to the efforts of New York Aikikai, the oldest dojo still in operation in the country, and the headquarters of the United States Aikido Federation, our city has become an instructional hub for this practice. I applaud founder and chief instructor Yoshimitsu Yamada for preserving the cultural traditions of Japan, and together we can strengthen the bonds between our countries. On behalf of the City of New York, please accept my best wishes for a terrific event and continued success. Sincerely, Bill de Blasio, Mayor. We also have a gift from the dojo, Sensei. I know, but you know we don't listen to you. You don't have to open it here, but it is something that we hope you will carry with you.
Sensei, open
As if you
it.
could forget us. He said he hoped it was your credit card. We open
Pocket watch.
Scribe Yoshimitsu Yamada, New York Aikikai, 2014.
Whoa!
You're giving me just to be in time for the class?
Not to end early. And we have one more gift for you, Sensei. And this is a gift you'll never find anywhere else. This is a book that was custom made for Sensei. It's 50 years of the New York Aikikai. In pictures. We have many blank pages in the back for everybody to sign this book. And Sensei, that's all we've got.
Thank you very much again. I forgot to mention one thing that, I'm so happy to see in my dojo many married couple. And beautiful to see the children. I very love it because I don't have my own grandchildren yet, but I have a ton of them. And I'm so happy to see happy marriage. Actually, I forced somebody to marry. Long time ago, I used to go to Florida to teach. I met wonderful, beautiful ladies in Florida. already married. So I have to love her as my sister. I love her, my sister, and like any further, I don't know my daughter to marry just anybody. And there was a student, he's very loyal to me. He does everything I tell him to do it. So I asked him, I sent him to Florida. I knew. I'm so happy. They have a very nice, happy family. But truth is, I just wanted to get rid of him. Thank you.